This is actually going to be a very interesting matchup. We did see Plushy take it away from Sylvanos in the previous match, and Brunch is definitely one of those up-and-coming Sylvanos. So it's going to be very interesting how this game is going to go down as we approach Merchant Port for game number 1. Again, Sylvanos does have a range advantage, but Hodan can keep the pressure, especially when it comes to the edge guard situation that we're seeing right now. Actually trying to respond back as soon as possible. Charging up the recoveries. Now Brunch is actually trying to get some of his arsenal going. Hodan controlling the spacing of the match throughout and using those up airs just to interrupt any type of recovery that Sylvanos is going to go for. So the Sylvanos is definitely going to try to look for some more distance that time. Sweaty fair is not going to be the kill. It's a good recognition by Brunch using those fares now to their advantage. And now the edge guarding situation for Hodan can be dangerous. Now these two characters can be a little bit unsafe when it comes to the outside. Actually responding back as we continue on. Plushy getting hit with a couple of those moves in the air. 133% now up to 105. Good sweet spot onto Brunch that time. And just going back and forth as these colossal beasts continue to weigh on pursuit. 4S100 Rivals Reset responding back with an up air of their own. And Brunch taking away that first stock. So nothing that they can't come back from. Unfortunate mixed execution by Brunch. Pretty much gets it tied with no extra credit. Could be a little dangerous, especially if the Hodan gets momentum, as we know that Plushy can do. But again, now it's time for the walls on the outside for Brunch. They continue on the pressure using those down tilts and their projectiles to cover every single option that Hodan is going to go for in recovery wise. 105% now. Now up, going back to 112. Dash attack this time by Hodan, trying to get something going. Now notice how Sylvanos just continues to use that distance, try to make Hodan play their own game, right? Moving up to the upper for 150%. Trying to avoid those options as soon as possible. Now Hodan responding back, and Plushy trying to keep a little bit more up close and personal. Remember that most of Sylvanos' hitboxes are going to be extended, and a good fair by him. Difficulty that you're going to have with the character. Sometimes Sylvanos has difficulty getting those knockouts and those stocks and close them out. Hodan surviving up to 176%. 84 is going to be enough after that up air. Now Brunch does have those combos on point. Closing out those stocks can be a difficulty for Sylvanos.
I return.
Okay, so we're seeing a little bit of a slobber knocker here, McCole. Actually going back and forth in combinations. 56% now up to Hodan. Now Brunch has been doing a good job getting that percentage in, but again, Sylvanos can have a difficulty when it comes to knocking out those stocks.
PlushyPanic versus Brunch. Yeah, another. Haven't we already seen a Sylvanos Hodan?
Yeah, it was Plushy.
Yeah, okay.
It was Plushy actually going for that up air that time. Sweet spot onto the up special is going to miss the mark. Now Brunch restoring a little bit of that dominance on the edge guard situation. Responding back, and maybe that could have been enough strong, and it could have been enough to actually take it, but the flower gonna clutch it out. Brunch taking that first game.
Yeah, Brunch does manage to get the achievement on PlushyPanic there. Seems very, very comfortable edge guarding Hodan, just kind of throwing the flowers off stage, hoping some of them will hit, do extra damage, get a forward air, get a back air. Really just the basic Sylvanos stuff you want to be seeing come out of these players.
Doing really well for himself. Tempest Peak is going to be the counter pick for Hodan this time. More platforms on the side, maybe other options for survivability. What do you think of this counter pick?
I think this is a pretty good counter pick for Hodan, especially because Sylvanos a lot of time is going to be burrowing into this stage. This allows Hodan to kind of land on those platforms, maybe use them for mix-up for recovery. Generally, this is a good stage for characters with bad recoveries, like Claire and Hodan. Kinda Syl, but Syl's different enough to where it's not amazing for him.
So far, so good for Brunch, however. Actually responding back. And this is why we see the counter pick actually coming out, Nicole. the extensions on the combinations as Hodan just uses the platform to the full advantage. It just takes Brunch right on the side.
Yeah, that triple forward air, actually, double normal forward air, and then the empowered one is going to be very, very brutal on this stage, because like you said, how easy it's going to be to perform off those side platforms compared to normally. It'll kill much earlier, but that's pretty early percent to die at there for PlushyPanic. Maybe they'll make a bit of a comeback. It's even now. I don't know what game we're playing anymore, but here we are.
This is Rivals of Ether, and this is Hodan and Sylvanos. Again, another slobber knocker. Hopefully we can get this game 3, because these two are turning it up. Oh, going so far, actually canceling the down special onto the fair. That time, responding back with 81%. Now, Hodan is smelling blood in the water. Sweat clouds all over. Recovery one more time. Moving slowly but surely.
Yeah, as we've seen, both these characters are going to be edgeguarding each other pretty hard, and Sylvanos is going to have the bottom, unfortunately. But like I was saying, these characters will edgeguard each other very, very hard, because they're the characters who are heavy, don't have amazing recoveries, and love to ledge trap. That's their kind of archetype, and they will do that until the other character dies. And as we watched, you know, both Brunch and PlushyPanic kind of just keeping the other character off the side of the stage for as long as they want to.
Yeah, expectations for Game 3 are definitely going to be going to the outside as we see Jules Vale in this quite entertaining set. Striking first blood Brunches right at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, Jules Vale definitely an interesting pick, because sometimes like this, you'll have the platform off the side, so it can help either player's recovery a bit. But a lot of the time, PlushyPanic is going to have to be approaching with no platform in the middle of the stage to really work with. So it's going to make Brunch's defense just that much better.
Just trying to go down a little more. Now Fair's coming out by Plushy. Maintaining the Sylvanos as up close and personal as possible. Just because of those hitboxes can be quite extended. Not many of the moves that Sylvanos is going to come down if it's not an up tilt rather. Quite combinations, and I really like the positionings of the sweat clouds as well. Trying to not get those falling animations and using them to the full advantage when it comes to the recovery option.
Now Brunch is going to be a little off stage. PlushyPanic flubs a little bit back to neutral. Oh, never mind.
They responding back, actually maintaining themselves on the right side. Again, the sweat clouds doing a lot of good work for Plushy. The least amount of time you can get from that falling animation, the better for you, and a fully charged dash attack is going to be enough to strike first blood.
Yeah, these two players definitely being very potent in their punish. We're likely going to see a Hodan death here. It's just because 170% is so much, and there's the up strong. Humongous hitbox, covers so many options, just little timing mix-ups that it doesn't care about. If you or a loved one are within the area, you're getting hit by it.
So you're going for the fair one more time and actually mixing up the recovery that time. Gotta have those techs on point, otherwise that could have been a stock, but good recognition by Brunch, who's already at 107%. Now is Hodan's turn to actually get some more stuff going. Fair for 123%. Brunch with combinations this time, actually going for rapid jabs as soon as possible. The fair gonna send him to the side. This could be Brunch's last stock in winner side.
Yeah, I assume we're gonna see a lot more. If he manages to do that mid-set, we're gonna see Brunch kind of spacing with Fair a bunch, just because Hodan kind of has is kind of stubby. You know, his hitboxes aren't the biggest unless they're empowered. And hopefully we'll see a lot of like that up air, neutral B to keep in the air. Just juggling Hodan is very, very good, because he has a bit of a hard time getting down.
Trying to go for the cheeky up strong that time. Gonna grab him. Ooh, trying to get that sweet spot onto the up special. Not quite gonna hit the mark in the forward strong either. That's a little bit of a jab check there. Be careful. Again, the recovery's coming out by Plushy. Sending Brunch flying on the upper blast zone, and Plushy advances to the next round of winner side.
Yeah, actually a pretty good set coming out from Brunch there. Very good showing against player as strong as PlushyPanic. But next up, we will be having Cheesy Potato versus Ripley. Once again, two very heavy characters, two of the heaviest characters. I think they're actually both the heaviest characters in the game.